The year was 2020. The season, one of festive cheer, turned into chilling dread. Jade Janks, a successful interior designer, stumbled upon a site that would shatter her world. On her stepfather's computer, a cache of nude photos. These weren't just any images, they were of Jade herself, taken years ago. The man she had known as a father figure, Thomas Merriman, had been keeping this secret. Betrayal cut deep. Jade was enraged. These photos, taken during her youth, were a violation. A breach of trust that shook her to her core. The images became a ticking time bomb, their discovery setting in motion a chain of events that would culminate in unimaginable tragedy. The idyllic world Jade thought she knew, the life she had carefully built, crumbled around her. The photos were a window into a darker side of the man she thought she knew. It was a truth she couldn't unsee, a truth that festered within her, feeding a growing anger. Merriman's actions, she felt, demanded consequences. The discovery of the photos marked a turning point. It was the catalyst that would push Jade and Thomas towards a devastating collision course. Their relationship, already strained, would soon be irrevocably broken. Jade and Thomas shared a unique bond. He wasn't her biological father, but he had stepped into that role after her parents' divorce. They were close, their relationship a source of strength in Jade's life. Yet, beneath the surface, complexities simmered. Thomas, a man battling his own demons, grappled with addiction. Alcohol and prescription drugs held him captive, casting a shadow over their shared history. Despite his struggles, Jade cared for him deeply. She saw the good in him, the man who had been there for her. But the discovery of the photos changed everything. The foundation of their relationship, built on trust and affection, began to crumble. Resentment took root, fueled by the sense of betrayal that gnawed at Jade. Their interactions, once warm and familiar, grew strained. The air between them crackled with unspoken tension. The man she had once admired now felt like a stranger, his actions casting a dark cloud over their shared past. On New Year's Eve 2020, Thomas Merriman was found dead. His lifeless body lay beneath a pile of trash in the driveway of his San Diego home. The discovery sent shockwaves through their affluent community, leaving investigators scrambling for answers. Jade, distraught and grief-stricken, offered her account of the events leading up to his death. She claimed Thomas had overdosed on medication, a tragic accident, she insisted, fueled by his long-standing addiction. According to Jade, she found him disoriented and unwell, his speech slurred. She tried to help, she said, even driving him to the hospital, but his condition worsened, and in a moment of panic she brought him back home. Her story, shrouded in grief and punctuated by sobs, seemed plausible. But the police weren't convinced. Inconsistencies began to emerge, casting doubt on Jade's version of events. The pieces of the puzzle simply didn't fit. A darker narrative began to take shape, one where grief and concern masked a more sinister motive. The trial of Jade Janks unfolded like a courtroom drama, captivating the nation. Prosecutors painted a chilling portrait of a woman scorned, driven to murder by the discovery of the nude photos. They presented a mountain of evidence, each piece meticulously weaving a tapestry of guilt. Incriminating text messages, suspicious purchases of rope and cleaning supplies, and traces of Jade's DNA on Thomas's medication bottle, all pointed towards a premeditated act. The defense countered, arguing that Jade was a loving stepdaughter, a victim of circumstance thrust into a nightmare. They highlighted Thomas's history of addiction, suggesting he had accidentally overdosed. But the prosecution's case was strong, their arguments persuasive. The jury, faced with a complex web of evidence and emotion, deliberated for days. In the end, the weight of the evidence proved insurmountable. Jade Janks was found guilty of first-degree murder. The judge, his voice heavy with the gravity of the sentence, condemned her to 25 years to life in prison.